Hey, I'm Andrew Hales. I'm here on Hollywood Boulevard here today on July 11th, 2015, and we are going to talk about pornography with people and the effects it has on society. I'm going to ask you a personal question, and, we don't have to have you in the video. Again, you don't have to be in the video afterwards if you don't want to.
It's fine.
Do you jerk off to porn?
Do I jerk off to it? Hey, I'm just supposed to say this. I watch it every once in a while, you feel me?
Do you watch porn?
Yes.
And you jerk off to it?
Yeah. It's kind of weird to watch it and not do that, I guess.
Right. And you touch yourself when you watch it?
I mean, sometimes it depends. It depends. I mean,
Hold on, wait. So you watch it and you don't touch yourself sometimes?
well, I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like, is it like really good? Like, am I being turned on if I'm not? Yeah.
So sometimes it's you watch it just for entertainment.
Yeah, just for entertainment. The storylines are good.
Yeah, never touched myself, sorry.
Okay. Do you watch pornography?
Not at all. I do not participate in any type of sexual misconduct.
Do you watch pornography?
Occasionally.
Do you jerk off?
What?
Do you jerk off?
Interesting. Yeah?
And you jerk off to porn?
No.
And how about you?
Yeah, sure.
Does that surprise you?
No.
So do you guys feel like it's destructive towards relationships and love?
No, I don't think so, no.
I think it's a healthy part of a relationship to be open and honest with your sexuality.
It's his own feeling. It doesn't mean every man is like, oh, because I'm watching porn, I'm not going to have sex with my wife tonight. Or even if it turns him on even more to his wife, why is that wrong? I think he's not going to like his wife any more or less if he didn't like his wife. I don't think porn has to do anything with liking your wife. We have bigger problems than porn.
They clearly don't have the best relationship and need to work on something. And clearly their sex life isn't that great.
Exactly.
If he can't be like, babe, I was watching this, we should try this move out or whatever.
Do you guys have boyfriends?
I was
No.
just about to get to that. And if your boyfriend, if he did watch something and was like, oh, let's try it, like she said, what's wrong with that? He's trying to make it better, or it's just something new. Even if he did get it from porn or something, he's wanting to do it with you, and you should be happy about that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Do you feel like it's rewired your brain into objectifying women more?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, when you look at girls, do you feel like watching porn has caused you to look at them in a different way? Like, just their ass and their titties?
I ain't gonna lie. It makes me like look at the show like, I wonder if she got the gumdrops or if she got the arrows. I ain't gonna lie. I be looking, man. Like, it's part of being a man. When you grow up, man, you start looking at women differently.
No doubt.
Yeah, they're not just sexual beings. They're emotional, stuff like that. And you gotta learn how to deal with it, even though you don't want to. Sometimes you can't avoid it.
Do you feel like it has like a poisonous effect on a guy's mind, like or a girl's mind, and it makes them more shallow, or like makes them objectify the opposite sex?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. I think if anything, it probably like allows humans to be more calm and sort of like relieve some tension. You know what I mean? Like it gives them a release so that they can function normally afterwards.
Right.
However, I think that there's a fine line between that and watching it all the time and sort of molding your brain to thinking that that's the norm.
In terms of objectifying women, I think women put themselves in that position. I think it becomes unhealthy when it's excessive and you have expectations of what sex should be in your relationship when you compare it to porn.
Right.
That's when it becomes an issue.
So moderation in all things. Yeah. More shallow and makes them objectify their partners and stuff like that. So yeah.
I agree. I mean, could be. Yeah.
So you do think it is unhealthy?
To a degree. I would say generally not unhealthy, but I see how it could be, I guess.
If you do it too much.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it has a bad effect on you?
I think there are times when you're drawn to it, probably maybe after drinking late at night. It's one of those things you just sort of go, yeah, I'd like to see some naked women. I don't know. It's just that's a weird thing.
Do you feel like it, in general, it's had a negative impact on society?
Not any more than prostitution.
Sure.
I mean, and I say that I think prostitution should be legalized.
Okay. Do you feel like watching pornography though? Do you feel like it changes, like rewires your brain into looking at women differently, like more shallow, objectifying them more?
Yes, I think that part's absolutely true. I think that there's a time when you kind of look at it and it almost becomes repulsive.
Yeah.
So you kind of, wow, I can't believe I'm watching this, and I can't believe I like it.
So you kind of feel a little ashamed afterwards.
Absolutely. There is a shame element. I think it's self-shaming is what it is.
Have you, as a man, have you felt like it's afterwards? Do you feel like it's decreased your sexual drive to pursue real women?
No, I think it increases it.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, I think if in the right circumstances, I don't like the rough stuff, porn. I don't like that kind of stuff because, as I said, I think we still should place women on a pedestal a little bit. Otherwise, we're just reverting back to animals.
Do you think society should ban pornography?
No, absolutely not. I think that it's Second Amendment stuff.
As far as jerking off to porn, like should that be like on a personally, like do you think you can develop habits with it, but do you think like how much is too much?
I don't really think that a habit is going to develop from that. You either have that personality or you don't. I think you do or you don't. And
So you're saying like a pervert is born a pervert, or he becomes a pervert over time through watching porn.
I'm not a psychologist. I don't really.
I'm throwing a lot of questions at you.
I don't put that much into it, but the way I look at it, I would say that there's a predisposition to weirdness in some people that we can't explain, but with others, not so much.
Cool.
If you discipline yourself, that discipline is what raises human beings above regular animals. Animals aren't monogamous. Well, no, wait a minute. Penguins are. There's certain birds that are.
Well,
but in
sure.
society, by and large, all of this sexual misconduct leads to nothing but trouble.
Well, sure. Sexual misconduct is good. We can agree that sleeping around isn't a good idea, but just watching porn and jerking off to porn, where's the harm in it?
It really stimulates the libido, and then where does the mind go? Everywhere where it should.
Stimulates the what?
The libido.
Oh, the libido.
Yeah.
Right.
And then where does the mind go?
Well.
Places where it really should.
Most people believe it's the opposite. Like they need a release, or else they'll go crazy.
Well, they're just not focused on the right things. If they're too focused on physical realm stuff, that's what they're going to wind up with. We are so much more than these physical bodies.
Right.
For humanity to awaken.
So you think? Do you feel like pornography makes it's poisonous to the mind, and it makes people more shallow and objectify women, and vice versa?
Oh, at least it does that, and even more. It's not beneficial in any way, shape, or form, in my humble opinion, because it only leads to trouble.
Okay. Well. Okay. Is there any examples in your own life that you can like justify with that statement?
Well, I was never into porn when I was younger.
Yeah.
I had a boyfriend who was, and I saw behavior in him that I did not want in my life. And I think I attributed a lot of that to the porn that he enjoyed.
What behavior?
It just wasn't beneficial to our relationship.
Like something like he wanted like different positions, or like weird fantasy stuff, or
it just led him to want, and see, bottom line, that relationship was not healthy,
right,
because I was also participating in sexual misconduct.
But it wasn't about porn.
it's all in the same category.
Right. Evil.
It's, well, let's just say
It's wrong.
it's away from the truth.
Right. It's away from the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but I'd much rather get on track, stay on track,
Right.
and realize my enlightenment this lifetime.
Good answer. Sweet. All right. Yeah, that was perfect.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So you haven't had anybody voice that?
No. Wait. Well, we haven't chosen anyone that's like older than 30 though. So.
Oh, well then you need to.
Yeah, but that's what we were doing today, because all of the responses we got yesterday were all like, no, it's great in moderation, basically.
Because they're young and not.
Yeah.